besties, welcome back to another episode on how to cut and sew. Today's tutorial is going to be based on how to cut this lovely top that has 2-step sleeve. It's a flared sleeve, as you can see. For those people watching me for the first time, thank you for clicking on this particular video and make sure you subscribe at the end of this class. So let's go to the cutting section. Now I'll be making use of this pattern paper to cut it out. You can see you're going to fold your pattern paper into 4. And this does not have a zip allowance, so I'm going to take the necessary measurement here. So let's assume this has been folded into 4. So the first thing I'm going to determine here is the length of my top, which is going to be 23 inches is here, with a seam allowance of 1 inch to make it 24 inches. This is it. You can see now. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to take the shoulder measurement of 7.5 inches, as you can see. Then with a shoulder slant of 1 inch. So that slant of 1 inch is here. Then I'm going to slant it up to both back and front at the center. You can see it now. Then the next thing I'm going to take here is the armhole, which is going to be 7.5 inches as well, as you can see. Then my half cut is 15.5 inches. My half cut is 16.5 inches. So from that line of the bust, I'm going to take my bust measurement of 36 inches. That is 9 in 4 places. It's going to give us 36 inches, and here is it. You can see the line of the bust. So it's from this particular line I'm going to take my 36 inches for the bust. So this is 9 inches. Then this is my 36 inches. 9 inches in 4 places is going to give us 36 inches, and here is it. You can see now. Then the same allowance of 1.5 inches is not constant. It's better than allowance we want to add to yours. Then I'll come to the waistline and take my waist measurement to be 30 inches. That's 7.5 in 4 places. Then with the same allowance of 1 inch, then I'm going to connect them together. You can see to the armhole, then to the shoulder. So you can see the connection now. Then I'm going to slant it down a little bit to the full length, not that big slanting, just a little bit slant. You can see to the full length. Then from the full length, now I'm going to connect them together like this. So now this is how you're going to get the cuttings for the top. You can see the hammer, you can see the shoulder, and you can see the bust measurement, the waist measurement, then the full length of the top. So the next thing here is to cut it out. So this is after cutting it out. You can see it. You can see the shape of the top. You can see the length. You can see everything. So the next thing here is to cut out the neckline. The neckline here, I don't want it to be too wide, so I'm going to make use of 2.5 inches for the wideness of the neck. Then the deepness of the back neck is going to be 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it together. Then I'm going to cut it out. So by the time I place this on the fabric, I'm going to cut out my neck, the front neckline, to be deeper than this, with just 1.5 inches difference. So you can see now, the next thing here is to place my pattern paper on the fabric, then cut it out. So this is after cutting it out on the pattern paper. The next thing to take now is the breast point, because it looks like princess dart. So I'm taking the breast point here, you can see. Then at the breast point, I'm going to take the distance of the two busts, which is going to give us 3.5 inches. When I open it, I'm going to get 7 inches. So the distance of the two busts is 7 inches, but since it's folded into 2, that's why I make it of 3.5 inches. Then I'll come up here and take 4.5 inches. So it's not slant like that. So it won't be straight. It's not a straight cut, it's a slant cut. So I'm taking 4.5 inches here. Then I'll chalk it. 4.5 inches. You can see. Then I'm going to connect them together like this. You can see now. It's not straight, it's slant. Like this. Then I'll now go to the full length of the dress. So the full length of the dress. That same 3.5 inches. So the next thing here is to cut it out. So, but when I'm cutting this out now, I'm not going to cut it to divide it into 2. I'm stopping at this edge. You can see it now. Now you can see the cuttings. This is the area we're going to insert our flare to. This is the breast point. You can see how slant it is. It's not straight. It's from here that it's now straight to the full length of the top. So the next thing here is to cut out the flounce. But before cutting out the flounce, on any flounce we have to know our radius. So we are going to calculate our radius now. The flare is from the front to the back, so that is what I'm going to take here. So let's assume we're going to start from 1 inch below because of the shoulder measurement. We're taking 1 inch for the shoulder measurement. From that 1 inch below, that's when we're going to take our radius measurement. You understand what I'm saying? If we want to take the shoulder now, we're going to hold it with 1 inch. So from there now, I'm going to take it from that below 1 inch to waist measurement of 15.5 inches. But after minusing 1 inch from the 15.5 inches, we'll be left with 40.5 inches, and here's my 40.5 inches. So is that 40.5 inches that we're going to, so I'll just round it up to 15 inches. There's still going to be a same allowance, so I'm rounding this to 15 inches. So 15 inches for the front, 15 inches for the back. That means we're going to use 30 inches for the radius. So I'll be folding this now into 4. So this is the folding. You can see this is like a triangle, but it's a full flare. Firstly fold it into 4, then I still fold it into 8 just to give me like a triangle like this. And this, I'm getting this for both sleeve. The bigger size of the sleeve, that is what I'm folding out now for both sleeves. So now I'll be taking my radius, the length first. The length here is going to be 9 inches length. I can still reduce it if I see that my radius is not up to, so I can still reduce the length to give me a bigger radius. What we need here is the radius to be able to reach the half length and then across the shoulder to the other half length at the back. So you can see what I'm taking out now. So this is how I'm going to take it to get my measurements. This is the 9 inches length for the sleeve, and the radius also is there. So by the time I cut it out and I see it's not going to up to the 15 inches, I'm going to lower my radius to go down there. That is going to reduce the length automatically. So I want to use this medium to tell you that if you want to cut out this particular dress, because I'm using 1.5 yard of this fabric, if you want to cut this particular dress out, you can use 2 yard or 2.5 yard of any fabric of your choice because of the flounce. Flounce do exhaust fabric, so I'm just trying to minimize this. That's why I'm cutting it like this. So I'll just cut it out now, and you are going to see how it's going to be. So this is after cutting it out. You can see it now. I'm cutting it out, then I'm going to open this out now for you to see. You can see my flounce. You can see it now. You can see, so this is for the both side of the sleeve. You can see. So if I take the measurement now, if I see it's not up to, I'm still going to reduce the length. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm trying to take the measurement now. So taking this now is not up to, I'm going to fold it into 4 back, then try to reduce it. I'm just going to reduce it with 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, that means 1.5 inches minus 9 inches, I will be left with 7.5 inches. It's okay for me. So this is it here. So I'm going to take the measurements back, then check. So I want to check me back and get my 15. Now it's going to give us 30 inches. Don't forget, 15 inches for the back, 15 inches for the front. And since it's going across the back, so it's going to be 30 inches. But what I will get here is just 27 inches. But I know by the time I slant the edges, because this is not how the edge is going to be. By the time I slant the edges, it's going to give me my 30 inches completely or more than. So let me go and cut the second step of the flare first with this fabric. But before then, what I got here was 7.5 inches. So the next step is going to be, you can make it 3 inches distance. I can make it 4 inches distance, but since this is 7 inches, I'm going to make it the next step to be 7. This is 7.5 inches. I'm going to make the next step to be 3 inches. That means it should be 4.5 inches distance. So it's still okay for me. So let me cut out the second step now and show it to you. So now this is the other step, the second step. This is also going to be 2. You can see this is how it's going to be on it. So now the next thing here is to shape it out at the 2 edges, because this is not how it's going to be. So let me shape it out and show it to you. So this is to shape it out. This is the bigger size of the flounce, so I folded it into 2. Then I'm going to slant it the way I demonstrated, and I can see it now. So I'll just slant it out to give me that edge, that pencil edge. So this is how you're going to do. So with this length of weight, just going to make 15 inches, 30 inches for both back and front. You can see it. So I'm going to do the same to the smaller size. Also, I'm going to cut out the edge. So you can see now. You can see. Let me open it out for you to see. You can see how it's going to be. You can see it's forming already. So you can see it now. So this is the body. I've joined the shoulders. You can see these are the shoulders, because you're going to join the shoulder first. I've joined the fourth shoulder. Is it for the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one? Yes, I've joined the shoulders. So the next thing here is to put in my flounce, then join it together. So this is after putting in the flounce. You can see how beautiful this is turning to. This is the 2 step of the flounce. I put it in the middle, then I'm going to join the back and front together like this. You can see the way I'm going to join it. So by the time I join it finish, you're going to see it properly. So let me go and do that and show it to you. Come back. Here, the finished work so far. This is the 2-step sleeve that go into the princess dart. You can see the princess dart at the front. You can see the sleeve is inside the princess dart. You can see how beautiful this turns out. If you're watching me for the first time, what are you waiting for? Just have to subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those who have already subscribed, I appreciate you guys for watching my video always. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.